to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Indeed, we are CAF Fitness. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have water nearby, have space to work out in. If there's any movements that don't agree with you in your body, let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio Les Facs en Forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ce mouvement-là. Okay? Thank you for joining me so early this morning, depending if you're on East Coast, West Coast, maybe a bit later, maybe way earlier. But in any case, thank you for joining me this morning for this workout. We've got a strength piece as well as a conditioning piece. So let's get this thing started. We are going to be doing, the strength piece is going to be 9 minutes long. We're going to be doing 8 squats every 1 minute and 30 seconds, but they're going to be tempo squats. So I'll explain what the tempo that's on the screen means, the 3, 2, 0, 1, when we get there. After that, we're going to have 3 AMRAPs of 5 minutes, and we're going to be doing 4 different movements. So you're going to have movements to complete, and then at the end of the AMRAP, you're just going to accumulate as many repetitions as possible of the final movement, which is going to be deadlift. Okay, it's going to be a full body workout, as the title of the video says. And without further ado, let's get going with these disclaimers and everything so that we can move on to the workout. So here is the disclaimer that I'd like you to take a look at. It's also available in the description of this video. Voici l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran et aussi dans la description de cette vidéo. Et notez qu'il y a un lien dans le chat pour Wordly. Wordly, c'est pour les sous-titres où vous pouvez me muter et me faire parler n'importe quelle langue que vous voulez. Okay, there's also a link towards Wordly in the chat right now. If you'd like to have some subtitles, go ahead and click on that. You can also have me speaking whatever language you'd like. And bam! So, Happy New Year to those of you who this is your first workout coming back from holiday season. Happy New Year, and I hope you're as excited as I am to tackle 2026. It's going to be a good year, everyone. So, before we get started, we got to do a warm-up, of course, and the warm-up is going to be 3 sets of 10 up-downs. Okay, up-downs look like this. Feel free to step out and step up if you'd like. Kang squats look like this. Hands are going to be behind the head. You're going to go hips back so you feel tension in your hamstrings. Then go all the way down to the bottom of your squat. Then you're going to come up in the reverse order of the way you came down. So it's like a good morning and a squat together. And then we're going to do some bent over YTAs. You can also do this laying on the floor if your lower back is sore. So the letter Y, the letter T with the thumb spacing back, and then the letter A with the thumb spacing down. Okay? Y-T-A. Après ça, on va faire un petit peu de mobilité et on va aller attaquer à cet entraînement. Ok, tout le monde, on va commencer avec up-downs 10 fois. C'est parti. 1. Gardez une tension dans votre tronc pour ne pas laisser les hanches tomber comme ça. Okay, make sure that you keep tension in your core to not let your hips droop down while you're doing these. Once you've done 10 up downs, hands go behind the head, hips back, then you're going to sit and stand and stand. Hips back, down, up, and stand. Squeeze your bum at the top. Why? Because I like it. No, I'm just kidding. Because we want to activate those glutes. We're going to need those glutes for today's workout. Keep your back straight. Keep your belly tight. All right, once you've done 10 Kang squats, follow me through the YTAs. We're going to do 5 YTAs as opposed to 10. Hips back, get a little bit extra stretch in the hamstrings, looking at the floor, keep a neutral spine. 1, T, A, 2, T, A. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 3, T, A, 4, T, A, and 5, T, and A, and come back to that standing position. Shake it all out. We got to do that twice more. Okay, so let's do this, everyone. Up, downs, okay? Et je ne sais pas si vous m'entendez. Je respire avec chaque répétition. Boom. All right, Kang squats. Once you've done 10 of those, hands behind your head, let's go. Back, down, stand, and up. Back, down, up, and stand. Yes. And stand. Back, down, up, and stand. Okay, once you've done 10 Kang squats, perhaps you're moving a little bit faster than I am, then you can move on to the YTAs. Okay, the YTA, hinge at the hips, look at the floor, arms in front. 1, control. 2, squeeze those shoulder blades. 3, 2, T, A, 3, T, A, 4, T, A, and 5, T, and A. Nice job. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit of my low back. Okay, so if you're like me, then I'm going to lay on the floor for the next round. Up, downs before we finish the warm-up, okay? Let's go. One more round. Once you're done your up downs, Kang squats. Hands behind the head. Let's go. 1. Okay, I see I have a comment here. You guys keep going on your Kang squats. I'll be back in just a sec. In a jiff. We got Brian. What's up? Indeed, what's up, my main man, B. Rye. All right, let's do this. You guys must be at 7 by now, I think. 8, keep those heels planted. 9, 10, beautiful. And like I said, whoops, this next one, I'm gonna lay down. Look at the floor all the same, but I'm gonna hit those same 3 positions. Y, T, A, Y, T, A, Y, T, A. Two more. Y, T, A, and last one. Let's go. Y, T, and A. And this is perfect because now we're going to stay down. Or if you're not already down, get down. Get down and move it all around. Okay, and then we're going to push up the front of the body to a little cobra. Okay, if this is a bit too much tension on your low back or whatever you may be feeling, elbows down is fine, but really trying to arch your back to feel that extension in your spine. Drive your knees down, push yourself back into a child's pose. Et alors, position de l'enfant où les deux bras sont allongés devant nous et on va pousser la tête entre les bras. Et on va prendre des grandes respirations. Sorry, I forgot to silence my phone this morning. Hopefully, maybe it didn't even come through. Who knows? All right, good. Now that the upper body is loosened up, we're going to get ready for some deep squat rotations, everyone. So, get in a spot where you're going to be able to squat. Now, if you want to put something under your heels, si vous voulez mettre quelque chose en dessous de vos talons pour vous aider en tant que mobilité, vous pouvez faire ça. Si vous êtes capable de vous descendre aux profondeurs de votre squat et garder les talons au sol, très bien, on n'a pas besoin de mettre quelque chose en dessous. OK, on met le coude à l'intérieur du genou, on met la main au sol et on met la main opposée dans les airs. 1, 2, 3, ça fait du bien ce matin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 et 10. Très bien, très bien, très bien. OK, tout le monde, on se lève et on prend un poids, OK? Une charge, je veux dire. OK? Je veux que ça soit un peu plus lourd que d'habitude. Alors, si jamais vous n'avez pas comme de l'équipement traditionnel, ça ne dérange pas d'utiliser un sac d'épicerie avec quelque chose dedans. Réutilisable, bien sûr, parce que on ne veut pas se blesser ou se faire mal. OK? Alors, on veut utiliser quelque chose qui ne va pas tomber de nos mains. Okay, so we want to use something that's not going to fall out of our hands. We can use like a reusable grocery bag with some books in it or something like that. But I do want something that's a little bit heavier. If you do have weight, I want you to grab the heavier side of your weights. Okay, if you're in a gym, like if you're in a gym on base and you're doing this workout following along, then that's even better. You got access to weights, kettlebell, something like that will do wonders. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing goblet squats. Essentially, it's just a front squat. So if you do have 2 dumbbells and you want to hold them like this, that's fine. But I want you to, the reason I say goblet squats is because holding something here is going to encourage you to brace your core a lot more, especially as soon as we get down into the squat. Okay, we're going to go hips back and down, knees go out over the baby toes. We're going to hold it at the bottom for 2 seconds, then we're going to come back up. Okay, so the reason that I want you to hold it in the front is because it's going to tax the core a lot more than holding something up here and then having it having it supported by your back as opposed to your core in front is going to make all the difference. OK, alors je veux que vous teniez quelque chose devant vous si possible. Sinon, si ce n'est pas possible et que vous avez quelque chose comme un sac à dos que vous voulez porter sur le dos au lieu de porter en avant, ça ne dérange pas. OK, or if you want to do air squats, that's totally fine. Alors, les squats sans charge, ça marche aussi. Alors, pour pour le stimulus d'aujourd'hui, je veux qu'on va en tempo. Alors, on va descendre la phase excentrique. On veut prendre 3 secondes pour aller jusqu'en bas de notre squat. Alors, je vais te montrer. 1, 2, 3. Rendu là, on tient en profondeur de notre squat. 1, 2. Ensuite, on voit un 0. Alors, c'est-à-dire que, boum, on explose vers le haut et on peut pas récupérer ici, mais on prend un petit pause en haut avant de reprendre nos reps. OK? Alors, si vous faites 8 reps de suite, ça va vous prendre environ 48 secondes. Alors, c'est-à-dire que après ça, vous aurez environ 43 secondes à respirer, à récupérer. Si vous terminez avant 45 secondes, vous allez trop vite. Okay? So it should take you about 48 seconds to do this tempo. 3 seconds down, 2 second hold at the bottom, pop up quickly, hold at the top for 1 second before going again. Okay? But if you finish before 45 seconds, you're going too fast. Okay? So if you look at the clock when you're finished on the screen, and it tells you that you have more than 45 seconds to rest. I'm sorry, more than 45 seconds to rest. Then you got to change something there. Okay? So very quickly, we want to keep a neutral spine when we're doing this. So when you're doing the squat, when you're holding the dumbbell here, push your stomach out against an imaginary belt that's wrapped around your waist. Okay? Hips initiate the movement, so I don't want anybody sending your knees forward and then rounding your back to try and get low. No. Hips back, that's going to initiate the movement. Then knees bend as you bring your hips down. Okay? Neutral spine, squeeze your belly, push it out against that imaginary belt. Okay? Starting in 10 seconds, everyone. 10 seconds. So tempo goblet squats. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up. Hold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up. 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 One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and up. All right. I'm sorry if I missed a rep or something like that. My clock is actually going for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so I'm going to correct that really quick. Everyone, sorry about that. So it should be 1 minute and 30 seconds for 9 minutes. But in this case, we're going. Okay. So take a deep breath, everyone. Breathe. I'm going to start the timer again in about 15 seconds, and then you'll have 10 seconds when the timer starts to get ready. Okay, sorry about that. That was my error. That was my bad. Okay, so make sure your heels are staying down on the floor. Okay, the last thing I want is for you to go up like this and have your knees bending forward. So like I said before, if you want to put something underneath your heels, that way it helps, because I know not everybody has a lot of dorsiflexion in their ankles. That's okay, you can do that. All right, here we go. We're going for round 2. So every minute and a half, we're going to do 8 squats. All righty? 3, 2, 1. C'est parti. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Bon. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boom. Squeeze your belly. 2, 3. 1, 2. Boom. 4, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boom. 5, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boom. 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, bon. 7, 2, 3, 1, 2, bon. 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, bon. Et time. Ça nous a pris exactement 48 secondes. Good job on the timing, Coach Saul. Don't mention it. All right. Excuse me. Good job, everybody, so far. Good job, everybody, so far. We are going to move on to round 3 in 22 seconds. So what should you be doing during this rest period? You should not be squatting. You should not be doing this. You should not be bending over like this. Either sit down or stay standing and shake it out. Walk around a little bit if you want. But if you want the most out of your legs, have a seat. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, up. 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and up. Whew, that's 8. Ça fait 8 reps. Grande respiration. 3 rounds to go. So we're halfway. We're at the halfway point. On est rendu, on est moitié fini. 20 secondes de repos. Alors, asseyez-vous sur une chaise ou un banc ou une boîte, quelque chose comme ça, pour relaxer, pour recharger les jambes un petit peu. Secouez un petit peu les jambes si vous voulez, si vous restez debout comme moi. Et on va recommencer en 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. C'est parti, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, c'est 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 et 8. Ouh. Il nous reste 2 séries. Alors, secouez un petit peu les jambes. Asseyez-vous. Secouez les jambes. Oh, c'est dur. C'est difficile de garder la tension dans votre tronc pour 8 reps. Je comprends. Mais j'espère que vous respirez. Et surtout quand on est fatigué, quand on expire, on perd tout ce qu'on a. Alors, ce que je veux que vous fassiez, c'est que vous respirez que vous expirez en ascendant et au top, vous inspirez. OK? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, bon. 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 et 8. Whew. 1 round to go, everyone. You saw me take it down with one hand and then think I was going to put it away? No. I knew I wasn't going to put it away. Alrighty. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Oh yeah, baby. We got this. 20 seconds. Oh, sorry, that's for the workout. This is for the strength. That's for the conditioning piece. 10 seconds. Breathe in at the top, and then down and up. We can breathe out. Make sure you breathe at the top, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't lose your bracing at the bottom. 2, 3, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I must have miscounted, or maybe I was just going way too fast. Let's do one more. 3, 1, 2, bam. All right, and done the strength piece for now. All right, I'm going to set up the timer for the workout in a moment, but before I do, we're going to go over the workout really quick. So as you can see, we've got 3 5-minute AMRAPs. What does AMRAP mean? Que signifie AMRAP? AMRAP veut dire as many reps as possible. So AMRAPs work differently. Sometimes it's how many rounds you do. So in this case, it's how many reps you do. Because the first, hold on, beep. So the first 60 reps, not that they don't matter, but the faster you do the 60 reps, the faster you're going to start accumulating reps. Okay, so your score for this workout, when you write it down on a piece of paper, it'll be, let's say you get through the 60 reps and then you get 10 deadlifts. Your score will be 10. Okay, and then what we're going to try and do, like we normally do when we do multiple AMRAPs, we're going to try and hold the same pace throughout all 3 rounds. Okay, c'est-à-dire, je prends mon premier 5 minutes, ça dure 5 minutes, je complète mes 60 reps et je donne tout pour faire le plus de deadlift que possible. Je fais 30 deadlifts. OK, maintenant j'ai en tête, je dois compléter 30 deadlifts dans les 2 rounds précédentes. Prochains. OK? So, we're going to try and hit the same amount of reps in every AMRAP. The 3 movements are squats. Now, you can do air squats or weighted squats. Personally, I'm going to be doing air squats because there's a lot of them. If you want to add a dumbbell like a goblet squat, go for it. But like I said, it's 30 reps. You're going to get less deadlifts at the end. That's the thing. Okay? So squatting, we just went over it. I'm not going to go over it again. If you want to add a bench to sit down on or something like that and do a little bit less range of motion or brace and stand from the bench, do that. But otherwise, no alternatives there. It's a squat. A squat is a squat. Second is going to be bent over row. Okay? You can do this with a band. You can do this with dumbbells. You can do this with a single dumbbell, a backpack, grocery bag, soup can, whatever you got. Okay? I will be using my dumbbells here. You're going to hinge at the hips. Okay? Notice how my back is still straight and my shoulders are above my hips slightly. And then elbows are going to come back. 1, 2, 3. And this is how I'm going to stay. I'm not going to do this. Okay? That means that your weight is too heavy. You should be able to maintain a little bounce is okay. A little bounce is okay, but you should be able to maintain that position with your back. Okay? That is bent over row. Like I said, you can do that with a band by looping the band underneath your feet and pulling. You can do it with whatever object. And if you absolutely refuse to use any equipment, you can simply do elbows back. So that would be like a bent over M. Okay? So elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Working out is 80% intention, right? And then 10 burpees. So there's a couple of different ways you can do burpees. I just want your chest and thighs to the floor if you can manage the push-up. Okay, alors si vous pouvez atteindre un push-up, la poitrine et les cuisses au sol. En même temps, on se relève. Moi, je me relève aux genoux parce que pourquoi je ferais un push-up sur mes orteils? Je vais gaspiller plus d'énergie que si je me pousse, je me lève sur les genoux. Ensuite, je lève mes pieds comme ça. Ok? Après ça, on saute et on tape les mains au-dessus de la tête. Ça va être un burpee. Et je vais compléter 10 avant de commencer mes deadlifts. Ok? Mes soulevés de terre. So, for the deadlifts, make sure that just like the bent over row, your shoulders never go below your hips. Okay? We want to protect the back. So, do this with me. Even if you don't have weights right now, just follow your legs with your hands. Okay? Hips go back to initiate the movement. Once my dumbbells go past my knees, that's when I'm going to need to monitor how much my knees need to bend. Because the more I bend over, the more I send my hips back, the more my back's going to be parallel with the floor. And if this is the case, I'm going to hurt myself. Here, I bend my knees a little bit further to get them down, and then I stand. And for those of you with gorilla arms that are super long, you may be able to just boop, 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 boop. You may be able to just touch the dumbbells to the floor without even bending your knees. Lucky you. I'm not one of those people, so I have to bend my knees. I have to work harder on my deadlifts. Anyways, all that to say, we're going to do a 5-minute AMRAP. We're then going to have 1 minute and 30 to rest between the AMRAP before we start the next one. Okay? So you are going to have some rest. So I really want you to give it your all to complete everything To complete everything as fast as possible, the required movements, and then the deadlifts, I want you to really push yourself. Alrighty, so AMRAP, we're going 5 minutes with a 1 minute and 30 rest. Alright, that's 3 times for a total of 18 minutes, everyone. Here we go, 10 seconds. Like I said, I'm doing air squats. Join me for the air squats if you want. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make sure your hips are going below your knees. I'll do an extra one just in case. All right, 30 squats, 20 bent over rows. Okay. Whew. Okay, there's my 20 reps. Now, 10 burpees. Okay, 30, 20, 10, and then get started on your deadlifts. Do a big set maybe, take a break, go back to it. We currently have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, okay, which tells me maybe I'll throw my weight on for the 30 squats and take a bit longer so I have less deadlifts to do. It just depends if you're a fan of deadlifts or not. which I'm not. Let's go. Okay, I just did 30. I'm gonna shake up my legs a little bit. My hamstrings are like screaming at me. If you want to do good mornings, that's a good alternative, right? But if you add a little bit of resistance, it'll make the workout a little bit more challenging for you. Okay. Alors, les good morning ou les bons matins, c'est une belle alternative. Mais si vous voulez en rajouter un peu de difficulté, la résistance sera une bonne idée. Ten seconds, everyone. Come on. Time. Whew. Okay, so think about what happened there. Think about how many reps you got. I personally am going to go to weighted squats. And the reason for that is I want to slow myself down a little bit because I did 70 deadlifts there. And that's a lot of deadlifts, right? So like I said, you can change the workout based on your wants. If you're someone who got through the squats and everything and the burpees body weight, and you liked the amount of time you had for the deadlifts, great. I, however, prefer to take a little bit longer to do my squats and the other movements. That way, I'll do more of a concentrated set of deadlifts. So I won't break as often because I did take 1 or 2 breaks there just because I was like, if I keep going to like 50 unbroken, I wouldn't have been able to do the last 20, right? So I did 30 and then I did 30 and 10, something like that. All right. We got 20 seconds left to break here. So grab a little sip of water if you need it. Breathe, deep breath, grande respiration. Et on commence AMRAP numéro 2. La même chose, 30, 20, 10. Squats, bent over row, burpees. C'est parti. Let's go. Okay, that was good, because now I need a quick break. Whew. That was good to add the weights in, slowed me down. In fact, it took me twice the amount of time to do the squats with weight than when I was doing the body weight. All right. Bent over rows. This is the thing, you always got to consider things like this, like fatigue levels. Will I be able to just quickly transition when my fatigue is up that high from doing 30 squats unbroken? No, it's going to be a slow transition. Oh. 20 bent over rows, and now 10 deadlifts. I'm doing sideways this time. Whew. Oh. 1. We're over the halfway point, by the way. Oh, 10. We're at the 2-minute warning, so I have 2 minutes left to punch it. Go as many deadlifts as possible. So it's more like a AM-DAP instead of an AM-RAP. All right, let's do this. Whew. Yeah. 45 seconds to go, peeps. Make sure you push yourself. You're going to have 1.5 minutes to rest at the end. I'm mostly speaking to myself here, folks. But take my advice if you want it. Oh, time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got 50. So adding the weight to my squats took 20 reps off of my deadlifts, which is great. That's what I want. Not that I wanted less deadlifts necessarily, but I just wanted to be able to just do it in 2 sets and not have any time left over. Okay, so walk around, shake it out, have a seat. We got 1 more to go. It's just 5 minutes. You can do anything for 5 minutes. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and I promise you, there's no finisher today. Okay, so sometimes I just go, surprise, there's a finisher. No, we're not even doing bicep curls today. Il n'y a pas de finissant aujourd'hui, c'est juste ce workout et les annonces et have a good day. I'm just clearing out the old nostrils here because I got to be able to talk to you and breathe and work out at the same time. Okay, everyone. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. C'est parti. 30 squats. 20 bent over row. 10 burpees. Max soulevé de terre. Okay. 30 squats. Suivi de 20 bent over row. Ensuite, 10 burpees. Inspirez du nez. Souffle de la bouche. Prenez des grandes respirations. Okay. Let's go. Okay. 20 bent over rows or bent over flies or whatever you're doing. And then 10 burpees. Last set. Best set. Chest and thighs to the floor. I may need do more one. Okay. Keep me honest, folks. Post your scores in the chat. I'm interested in knowing. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds left to do max deadlifts. We got this, team. Last one. Straight back. 30 seconds. Time. Woo! 54 for me on my last set. Oh my. Hey, whatever you do, don't sit down and grab a milkshake right away. Wait for the weekend when they're calorie free. Ha ha ha. Okay. Make sure before you sit down, before you lay down, before you do anything, go get your water, get your towel, your Calf Fitness towel. Towel off. Okay? Once you towel off, grab a nice sip of water. Make sure all the Tweety birds and stars are gone. And then we can stretch. Okay? Bravo tout le monde. What a way to kick off the new year. Quelle façon, quelle manière, quelle note sur laquelle commencer le nouvel an. Good job, everybody. Bonne année, bien fait, bravo. Okay, open those legs. Reach your hands forward. Okay, that should feel good for your low back, should feel good for your adductors, maybe for your hamstrings. Keep the toes pointed up. Don't let your feet fall forward. Toes pointed up, just like that. Nice work, everyone. Wow. Je suis tellement fier de vous. Mettez vos scores dans le chat pour que je puisse voir. Moi, j'ai eu 70, 70. Ensuite, deuxième round, j'ai eu 50 et troisième round, j'ai eu 54. OK? Parce que c'était le dernier, alors je me suis dit comme, OK, pousse-toi. OK, pour annonce, comme annonce, j'ai qu'une annonce aujourd'hui. Si vous voulez gagner des awesome swag, fac en forme, comme ce que je porte, inscrivez-vous pour chaque jour du défi qui s'en vient. Je vais poster sur tous les médias sociaux aujourd'hui à propos du Beyond Resolutions, au-delà des résolutions 2026. C'est une opportunité de commencer votre parcours fitness en sécurité et avec des régimes de conditionnement physique soutenable. Alors, on commence avec des bas impacts et des entraînements courts. Ensuite, au fur de 4 semaines, on augmente l'intensité, durée, l'intensité, durée et aussi la complexité de chaque entraînement. OK? Alors, c'est une belle progression que vous pouvez faire sur 4 semaines et vous pouvez refaire plusieurs fois durant l'année pour pouvoir suivre peut-être la version débutant. Ensuite, le deuxième, vous allez faire débutant et un mouvement intermédiaire. Ensuite, le troisième fois que vous le faites, vous pouvez faire intermédiaire pour tous les mouvements, si ça marche avec vous. OK? Alors, c'est-à-dire que on fait ce qu'on peut et on augmente notre fitness, notre capacité physique au fur de 4 semaines. Et comme j'ai dit, c'est un truc soutenable. Ce n'est pas toujours de juste aller dans le gym et juste donner tout ce que vous avez à chaque entraînement. On a les entraînements, mais on a aussi la mobilité et on augmente et on baisse le tempo, la complexité, comme j'ai dit, et ça marche bien pour un défi pour le nouvel an. Okay? So we're going to go above and beyond those New Year's resolutions, those fruitless, brief New Year's resolutions, those fads, those trends that are going on. They're not long lasting. Most of them aren't sustainable. So this is an awesome sustainable program that you can repeat as many times as you want throughout the year. All right. It's from January 12th to February 6th is when the videos are going to be released. Make sure if you want some swag like I'm wearing, participate, get the mystery word, register the mystery word for your chance to win some awesome CAF Fitness prizes. Okay. But beyond resolutions, this really does go beyond New Year's resolutions. It helps you develop a healthy relationship with fitness. All right. So it's not just going to the gym, just giving your all every single day. It's starting with low impact, raising the intensity, lowering the intensity, incorporating mobility, making sure that we're taking care of our body. Yeah, that's it. Making sure that we're taking care of our body and we're building a healthy relationship with fitness. All right. I've talked long enough. I've kept you all long enough. I am still within my time limit though, so I can talk as long as I want. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Merci tout le monde. Bonne année. Thank you, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed the workout today. Thank you for your comment, Brian. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget, if you want a more interactive experience, join me on Zoom. All right, Frank, I'm looking at you, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I will see you all Thursday for some mobility. Bye-bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des FAC. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des FAC. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les FAC en forme.